Boom. Then you connect router to switch, router to switch, and then switches to the computers. Look how long did it take? 15 seconds? And I'm done, right? Am I? No, not quite. That's just the beginning. All right, I just designed the network, whatever I requested here. Now your job will be to assign all these IP addresses. So I'm not going to assign the IP addresses for you, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's say when you indicate all the network, this is going to be my first network, right? Right here. So I have to go to this port 4, right? And assign IP address. And I'm just going to assign IP addresses from the same class without subnet. So 192.168.1. Can see. Dot 1. Let's say 1.50. You always need subnet mask. Notice I'm using class C subnet mask, so I'm not doing that homework for you. I'm just showing you how it's done. This is not the way to do it. You need to have the proper subnet mask. So before you even created this network, you have to subnet your network to come up with new subnet mask, right? And all the subnets. So then you close this. Then you assign IP address over here. And this is port 0. So you assign IP 192.168.1.1. And I copy the subnet mask. So I'm not going to even assign anything here because I don't have to. You do. Then I'm going to have to go to this location here. Also port 4. I select port 4 and I assign IP address as 192.168.1. Let's say 250. And the subnet mask. So now this port has an IP address. This port has an IP address. And now I need to assign IP address here. 192.168.1.251. Done. So, am I done or no? Can I communicate between these two computers?
No.
Why?
Because you gotta configure the 2 other routers, run 0 and run.
At least one, right?
Yeah.
So I have to go here. But wait, this would not work because I can't assign the same IP addresses. Okay, so I'm just going to pick different IP address. Because you know that you can, two routers cannot have the same IP address belonging to the same class or same subnet. So if I try to, look, see this one, if I put my mouse over it, it shows me that port 4 already has 192.168.1.50. Look what happens if I try to assign the same IP address from the same class on that port 0. 192.168.1.51, right? Because this was available. There you go. See, the IP address is the same subnet as another port on this device. Please enter another IP address. So I'm not allowed to do that. But if I change this to 2, I'll be fine. So now I have this port and this port. Now I need this port here. Well, before I do that, I'm going to complete this port 0 over here. 192.168.2.55, let's say, right? So I have this configured already. Now I need to configure this port 0 here. And I'm going to have to also use different subnet mask than, I have to use different, not subnet mask, different IP address than this network, and different IP than this network. And different than this, and different than that. So I know I used 1. I used 1 over here too, so maybe but this should work because it's going through here. But then, we'll see. I think I have to change that. So I'm going to change that 4. Port 4 to 3. 3. And over here to 3. Because if I'll be sending something to another network on another computer, another network, and I use the same IP address from the same network, it will not work because we will look for the IP address on the same network. Because since the destination address that I'll be sending to belonging to the same network, it will never be forwarded to the default gateway. So this goes to 3. And now last address here, port 0, will be 4. 222 random number. That's this one, that's this one. So I have to go port 1 over here and do the same IP address from the same network. 192, let's say that, or that let's say 111. All right. So now I have IP address here, 1.1, IP address here on 4, 1.50, same network. Port 0, 251, port 0, 255. Over here, I have on port 1, 4 in 111, 4, 222, and over here on port 4, I have 3, 250, and 3, 251. All of these networks are consistent with their IP addresses. So now, I'm pretty much done for that purpose, but you have to still do PC1, PC3, and router 1. And all these, every single interface, guys, and I'm going to repeat it, every single interface, 3 interfaces here, 2 here, 3 here, and 2 here, all of them have to have IP address. So now if I go to simulation, I should be able to send something from this computer, and you just click on that plus, and you drop it here, and you drop it here. I have a problem. What do you think that is?
The subnet?
No,
No?
it doesn't matter. I missed something. I didn't do something. What did I, look, I'm gonna go to that IP address. Right here. Oh, something's not set.
The
The gateway is not set. So I'm sending it to another computer on our network. This computer doesn't know what to do with it because the default gateway is not provided. So I have to go to this computer. And what would the default gateway be? What interface?
Interface 4.
Interface 4. So this IP address right there, I don't have any point. But you see the port 4? This is the IP address for my default gateway. So I go here, default gateway 192.168.1.50 was right? I think that's what it was. 50. So I go here now, default gateway is set. Do I need the default gateway on this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not if I want to send only from this to this. It should work. Let's find out. I think now it will be, see it was error before, but now it doesn't show that X. So now if I press next, it will show me the path that that packet is taking, either this way or that way to destination. Now switch knows what to do with it. Pass it to the default gateway. Now this router will pass it to not an X router. This router pass it to the third router, and this router will send it to switch, and switch will deliver it, but it will check MAC address, will do the ARP, and will send it to 2. That's it. See? This is your job. I strongly suggest use this app. It's so much easier. Even if you've done 6 or 7 before, use this one. It will save you time. So we'll now be grading you and testing this. What I will do, I will go to, let's say if first I go to simulation, see which path is it taking. If it's taking the path through router 0, I will go to topology and I will turn off router 0. Notice every single time you get red dots, that means these interfaces are not functioning. And then I'll go to simulation again, and I'm gonna do play again, and now this packet should take that route. If it doesn't take that route, you didn't do it right. So you also have to verify yourself this way. And look what's gonna happen. That's it. This router, there's no other routes to go because the next router that should take it is killed. The only reason for that is because this router is not configured. If I configure this router, this interface, this router, and this interface, it will work. So keep in mind, I did it only as one class. I mean, no. I use separate networks, which is fine, but this is not a single network. Your job will be, look, to make this a single network divided into small subnets, 6 small subnets. And it's doable, and just keep in mind, before you send it to me, make sure this works. If it doesn't work, if you can't figure out, send it to me. I give you a hint. But most students, from the experience, they send me this with only one port, one interface configured on the router, and the thing is done. No. If you don't do what I told you to do here on a piece of paper, from drawing this diagram, assigning the net subnets, doing the entire subnet problem like we did in class and how we did it on the exam, then and plugging these numbers in, you will never be able to pick these numbers right. What you have to do, you have to have this piece of paper in front of you, looking at each interface, selecting the same interface, like over here, look, see, you have 3 interfaces, 1, 2, and 3, right? You have to take this interface that I picked, and you have to put a name. So the name you have to give me is, let's say, let's not do CSC, whatever. Do CSC 3507, then dash Friday, dash your name. Okay? So I know because I'm going to be getting that from different people, different classes. I don't want to mix it up. If you give me Friday, I'll know that this is the Friday class. And if I grade it, if I go, I'll look for you in Friday folder, you know? Okay? Questions?